Hello everyone, welcome. In the previous video I talked a little about supplements fraud. In this video I will talk a little about semaglutide, drugs, Ozempic and the like. If you like it, press the like button, comment, share the video. Concerning semaglutide drugs, I will do as I have already done in the previous videos. I'll let a medical doctor do most of the talking. I will show here just a summary, but I strongly advise you to watch the whole video. The link is in the description.
Hi everyone, Dr. Sunil Dand, medical doctor. Welcome to another video. I have enormous concerns, as I've talked about many times before, with the mass prescribing, which I consider to be utterly reckless by the medical profession. Now, I work in the United States and I've seen what's going on with semaglutide, also known as Ozempic, this miracle weight loss injection, especially for a drug like this, which, let's be quite frank, whatever way you look at it, is a short-term fix. I'm extremely proud that I'm probably one of the few physicians in the United States, certainly, who absolutely will never prescribe semaglutide for weight loss. I have enormous concerns ethically, but I want to focus here on what I've been seeing and hearing with semaglutide in terms of side effects, adverse events, different organ systems affected, including the pancreas, acute pancreatitis, chronic pancreatitis, concerns with the thyroid gland, concerns with bone health, and also concern with even potential malignancy. I mean, of course, we won't know more for a few years, but I personally think, and I would like anybody to save this video, we are going to see a whole array of side effects and adverse events, probably some of them much worse than we could imagine. Because think about what we're doing here. We are basically injecting a substance to paralyze the stomach, which forcibly stops people from eating. And of course, anybody is going to lose weight because they lose their appetite, their desire to eat. The calorie balance equation tips in their favor, but we're doing it using an injection. And yes, I hear all these arguments about it kickstarting people on their journey, but there are a lot of people out there who start this journey and don't have any intention of changing their dietary habits or getting an exercise routine. That's why they quickly gain the weight back on as soon as they stop. We as a society have gone down this route, the medical industrial complex, backed by the ridiculous medical profession, which seems to have completely forgotten the basics of good health and well-being. And the truth is that there are no shortcuts with health and well-being. Yes, you can have a short-term fix, you can have a band-aid over a problem, but eventually the body is going to rebel. The body, which is millions of years in the making, cannot be tricked and fooled for very long. If you're injecting a substance which is paralyzing the stomach and it's a hormone-like substance, then there's going to be a reaction somewhere else in the body to this foreign substance, which keeps getting injected into it. You are doing something unnatural to basically combat an issue which has a lifestyle root cause etiology. And that is the problem. And me standing here as a sole doctor calling out this madness isn't going to change things. My message primarily exists for that percentage of the population that really wants to do things the natural way, whatever that percentage is, and sees the reality of true health and well-being not being found in a pill or an injection, especially an injection that you have to keep taking.
Okay. Next, I want to show you a recent information. So this is from, as you can see, Euronews, a trustworthy source of information. Here they say that a Portuguese medical doctor was arrested for suspicion of defrauding the Portuguese state in 3 million euros for prescribing Ozempic for weight loss. Just want to read a few more things here. So Ozempic, Victoza, and Trulicity were being prescribed just to promote weight loss. These drugs are the purpose of these drugs should be the treatment of insufficiently controlled type 2 diabetes in adult patients. And these drugs have been widely used in Portugal as well as in other countries to promote weight loss and obesity treatment, although their use is not approved for that end. Okay. I've already published a video about the role of medical doctors. Check it out if you have curiosity. As I said, then I think that medical doctors must be a source of hope concerning our health. Unfortunately, I believe that currently those professionals do not make all that's necessary to get the trust the profession should deserve. Some are corrupt, and many are not making hard enough effort to prevent that corruption. So, whom can we trust in? Ourselves before anyone else. But if you decide to take semaglutide drugs to lose weight, I regret to say that you can't even trust yourself. Next, you will be able to see a few images of my weight training session. Here it is. This was a session focused on the back. I usually start these sessions focused on the back with 2 exercises for the core. Then 3 exercises for the back and the deadlift. After that, 1 exercise for the biceps, and I usually finish with a stretching sequence of about 10 minutes. In these images, you can watch a few sets of pull-ups, barbell rows, and deadlift. I believe I have executed 6 sets of pull-ups here. It was a gym without music, so sometimes I use the music in my headphones. This is probably the last set. I usually use some weight. to add to my body weight. Not that many repetitions because I am already tired. Now another exercise, barbell rows. Sometimes I do this exercise with this way to grab the bar. In other training plans, I grab the bar with the hands in different positions. By changing the way we grab the bar, of course, we change the part of the muscles in our back to focus on. I am increasing the weight and reducing the repetitions, as usual. This is probably the last set. If I am remembering properly, I've executed 5 sets. Exercise. Yes. And here we are. Deadlift. First set with the headphones. Warm up, not that much weight. It's important to be careful when executing deadlift. I have been facing some issues, not due to my lower back now, but because I am surprisingly strong, and I have been able to increase the weight more than was my usual maximum weight. And I have been facing the trouble to not let the bar slip from my hands. I don't like to use those wraps, but I believe I have no alternative. I will buy reps because I am quitting after a few repetitions, not because I don't have strength to go on, but because I cannot grab the bar anymore. In this case, I think I even stopped to clean my hands and then do one more repetition. I think that in this final set, it is clear that could go on, do a few more repetitions, but couldn't because the bar was going away. Okay. In the next video, I will talk a little about the paradigm of perpetual growth. Now, if you like what I regularly publish, subscribe to the channel and press the bell to receive all the notifications. See you soon.